Okay, awesome. My phone rang. So, this one is going to be a lot of my Riello stuff, a lot of my oil side stuff, some Carlin gas controls for easy gas, and I think the larger one, water heater, Aquastats, the newer Icon series. Again, high and low pressure switches, burner couplings, any ignition electrode for everything I work on from, my big one is the ones I talk about, these Webster Cyclonetics. I carry 6 of them. Ignition cable, I make my own ignition cable. Terminal kits down there. I make all my own ignition cables on site when I can, just because it's a real pain to get what you need off the shelf. I carry circuit breakers. This truck, I do a lot of double pull, so 2 pull, 30, 40, 50, single pull, 20. I carry a lot of these thermal cutouts. There's code as far as the state of Connecticut goes. Honeywell C6097A, which is the mini peeper, ultraviolet detector. And I do a lot with that type of stuff too. I'm trying to lock these as I go because I'm going to forget. It's going to be a nightmare. I'll go in the back after. It's going to get a little tight over here because my trucks are a little tight, but this compartment is basically duct stuff, some filter dryers, a couple specialty motors, furnace cement, self-tapping screws, my coil cleaning stuff. This is all my 3/4 and 1-inch PVC fittings. I keep in these little parachute bags. This is, I believe, a bunch of tools for applying tape and mastic and all that type of stuff. I carry a very small selection. I carry 12 by 12 filters and 16 by 16 for lock and bar copper coil intakes. That's all I really do. I'm going to try and squeeze in here because I'm not moving these trucks tonight. But in here, these are all my fittings, and I just I'm not a real fanboy, so I pick whatever is on sale or whatever. So basically, all my copper fittings, 1/2 inch through 1 inch. I have fasteners. I have a lot of flare and compression. I try to carry as much as I possibly can. I have some black caps in that one with the orange things on it. Fasteners, nothing real crazy, nothing you haven't seen before, but I try to keep those just kind of neat and organized. This one here is all of my chemicals. So I have everything from cross-check, which is basically witness marks on certain things so I know people don't touch them. Duster, which is great for testing sensors. Lubricants, leak detector. Down here, I carry a lot of anchors. So Zippets, Dragon Tails, whatever you call it. I carry THHN 14, 12, and some 10 gauge in all of the flavors. Down here, I carry my greases, a lot of screw kits, bolt kits, Zerk fittings. I have fuses all the way up to 100 amp or 200 amp, gasket material for building gaskets, Teflon packing, carriage bolts, basically anything hardware is kind of in here. And then this one is always a pain to open, of course. I don't know if it's like vacuum locked or what. There we go. This one's my electrical compartment. So basically, this is all capacitors all the way through. These are electrical connectors. I carry every kit from crimp, heat shrink, transformer terminals. These are for PCB. These guys here are for PCB standoff. So if I got to do a board and I don't want it to short against anything, resistors, fuses. Down here, these AccuShims, these are for shimming circulator motors, and I have a laser alignment tool because I was tired of replacing couplings. Resistors if I need to trick something. Conduit bushings, clear heat shrink, basically anything electrical is in here. Contactors, transformers, I kind of keep it packed. And then we'll go to the back. Oh, I already unlocked it once. So, I had these lights put in. So I have all LED lights under all the shelves and everything. But this is my main service bag, and I got to use a little hand truck to carry it because the thing got so heavy. I run the Field Piece VP87. I run for vacuum, I run the Navac Nerd for A2L for recovery. I got these HVAC. These are the only steel toolboxes I found, and I just kind of put specialty stuff and overflow stuff in them. This isn't the best setup. I set this up kind of as I went, and I didn't really pay a lot of attention to it, but you can see up here, I have all my power tools. I have 3/4 inch metric and standard ratchet sets, or those are 3/4. A fine multi-master, which is probably the best oscillating tool on the planet, D-hammer handle drill. Pretty much anything and everything you could possibly imagine. I have 3 or 4 sets of flaring tools. The Hillmore ratchet and bender, Hillmore hydraulic swager, Milwaukee vacuum. I carry all my cords, brazing equipment, 260 cubic inch nitrogen cylinders. I have an extra oxy tank over here. I have a B tank here. I carry all my copper. And then over here is, I have an MC tank back there. My oxys, always carry a soot vac. Random deck sprayers, things like that. Boiler brushes are inside those tubes. I carry, this is 4 high towers, so I carry 438A because I have it in service. I carry 22, 410, 454, 407C, 32, and I think I carry TDX20, I can't remember, and I may have 404, I don't remember. The solder weld aluminum brazing kit, which is awesome if you have to repair coils. These little stand-up totes here, I just kind of carry like all my refrigerant fittings, sheet metal, and then there's sheet metal down there, and up here is just more kind of miscellaneous fin combs and things like that. On this side I have just metal toolboxes full of stuff, way too much to even mention. It's like a 30-year career. This is one of the first zip-up bags that CLC made, which I still have, which is kind of awesome. And up here, just straight socket set, a bunch of the jet sweats in this one, some more socket sets, bunch of drill bits, hole saws, carbides, butane torch for making heat shrink joints, a bunch of crimpers and specialty crimpers for furrows, a lot of pick tools for Molex connectors, things like that. The Big Daddy hole saw kit, which is one of the best hole saw kits I can think of. This is just pipe wrenches, chain wrenches, things like that. Again, all these toolboxes are full of tools. It would take me hours to go through them. I just kind of run this Titan 4-way just for junky stuff, and I have the S-Mans in this truck for what I'm doing. Again, I have an electric battery-powered soldering iron, some other random stuff. A lot of, I do a lot with stainless steel zip ties. I learned that from Advanced Refrigeration Podcast. Large crimper for larger motors. Rib nuts, which is awesome to have. Tap extractors, drill bits. I kind of carry everything in here, which I admit is getting kind of heavy, so I'm not quite sure I would do it again. The only thing I don't like is when I originally bought the truck, I didn't want these tubes inside. I feel like it's a total waste of space, and they stuck them inside. It's so much for me to take this all out and do it again that I'm just going to ride with it. And I put these guys on the back door so that I could carry smaller parts and things like that. And then I'll kind of show you the cab, and I think that'll be it. And maybe we'll go through that one day. But I did, I had all the windows tinted out because I don't like people seeing inside my truck. We had the logo, just the logo, put on the trucks. And this one actually has, I did the 6-inch strip on the windshield, and then I did the bug flector. Just, I don't know, I don't like stuff coming up and cracking the truck. But again, there's no power in this one. It's all crank down windows. No power or anything. I put a double DIN in here, which has the backup camera. It has the navigation, all that stuff. I put a RAM mount in here for my laptop, which that thing's pretty cool. It allows me to do a bunch of research and stuff. And up here I carry my my more expensive stuff. So I carry, this is a 680, the big field piece. I have a Fluke LCR tester. I have a Fluke 87 in here. The Cooper Red Box, Universal Zebra for motors, and I carry a bunch of Milwaukee batteries, a bunch of specialty testers, a refractometer. And then back here I have the Sporlan TXV kit, and then a lot of scanners and other types of tools that I use for specialty purposes. And then over here I carry all the circulator nuts and bolts you saw in a previous video. And each truck has one of these sitting on the passenger side because I don't really carry passengers. And I put a lot of miscellaneous stuff in there. But That's this one. 2022 Chevrolet Express 4500 with a 12-foot Dejana service body.